Robinson travelled to Israel in 2016 on a guided tour that saw him pose on an Israeli tank with a gun, wear an IDF t-shirt in the West Bank, and even visit a Bethlehem refugee camp.
I was very nervous when we were going into a Palestinian refugee camp. I hugely benefited from walking around that camp.
Despite this humbling experience, he more recently called Palestine a shithole full of inbred Islamist parasites and terrorists, above a poster saying, F Palestine. Rebel Media, according to a former employee, Lauren Southern, took their staff on guided tours of Israel. Southern was fired because she questioned the need to fundraise for a state-sponsored trip.
It became pretty obvious that this was a guided tour, not a fact-finding mission.
Another figure of the British far right, Katie Hopkins, who was one of the key figures along with Robinson that contributed to starting the riots, was one of those taken by Rebel Media on a sponsored trip to Israel.
All I can hear is the call to prayer. I feel like I'm being tortured in a cell by Al-Qaeda.
Hopkins is an extreme right personality and shock jock known for calling migrants cockroaches and vermin in national newspapers, and has been using her social media accounts of 2 million plus followers to help spread misinformation and mobilize the racist marchers. Her video, falsely giving an Arab-sounding name to the Southport child killer, is still online. Hopkins loves Israel. She launched her conspiracy-laden documentary there. She gives regular talks, meets with Israeli officials, and pro-Israel groups love her. Like Robinson, she was a Shillman Fellow at Rebel Media, financed by Robert Shillman, the tech billionaire, and run through another anti-Muslim group, according to Vice News, called the David Horowitz Freedom Center. Katie is a regular speaker at their events, paid to deliver humorously racist after-dinner speeches and spew anti-Muslim hate.
Unlike my Muslim friends who have 15 under the age of 3. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't have any Muslim friends.